Hey guys, this is J19 brought to you another video, and today's topic we're going to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 of everything we know so far. First thing I want to talk about is early this year, after the remake was out for I think a month or two, Square Enix have done some interviews, and they have confirmed that Roach will have another role. He'll have a role in part 2, which is awesome because he wasn't used much. And the remake, he's only used in I think chapter 4 for a short segment. We all thought he's going to come back later on. Never did. So, I'm looking forward to that. Red 13 is indeed playable in part 2. Obviously, we knew it. We kind of all figured that. We understand why he wasn't, because he's so late in the game when you get him in part 1 that it didn't make sense to have all his armor, all his weapons, weapon abilities, upgrades and stuff like that. So anyways, of course they did announce that Sephiroth will have more screen time, so you guys gotta understand that we will see Sephiroth in part 2 just like in part 1. I know it feels kind of awkward and stuff, but you know, Sephiroth is well known around the world. We all know that he's, his history of Cloud. So, it makes sense that in the remake that he will be showing off like in part 1, as in part 2. Okay, also I just found out that, they wanna, in the next game, they wanna do like, a new battle system. I think more like just like upgrade, like work on the one they have and make it better for next game. One of the things they want to do is make it more like customizable type of like play style for the players, which is cool. I can't wait to see how that transpires in part 2. Okay, also we already know that part 2 is going to be a continuation of what's to come from part 1, so we all know that. We're looking forward to it to see how the story unfolds. I hope you guys don't lose your hype. Be prepared for it. Be ready for it. Also, according to Katase, that is, we will be seeing memorable places as well, like we did in part 1. So we will, for those of us that played the original game, we will go through places we'll recognize and say, man, I remember this place, and see how it transpires in the remake, because part 1 blew us away. I know it blew me away. It was such a memorable walkthrough of the nostalgia factor, but also realizing that it's a remake. They remade it, and it's it seemed better. I think it's better. It hit the feels really hard. I can't wait to see what part 2 and so on and so forth. How that transpires, how it feels. It's just, I can't wait. Hope you guys can't wait for that too. What else? Oh yeah, then we got part 2 release window. The interview yesterday, whatever. The full interview was translated. So they asked him a question. One of the developers a question. I forgot who it was, but back when he got on the project back in 2017, when he's bringing everything in house, after they let CyberConnect 2 go and they brought the project in house to work on it, and their goal was try to get this game out in like 3 years. That was like their goal, which they did. And they didn't really have any assets to use, so I think that could be like a hint that we could see this part 2 come on like at least within 3 years. So probably around 3 years. 2023 will probably be the year we will see this part 2 released. Might be sooner. Hey, if it is and it turns out wonderful, I can't wait. But let's be honest, it's gonna take at least 2 to 3 years. I think 3 years will probably be the maximum for this, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Oh yeah, and I also of course, we will see remake versions of characters yet to come. Like, I don't know who else like we could see. It depends how far they drag the story, like how far they want to go. But I could see we could see Yuffie. We should. Might see Vincent. I'm not sure about Sid. I know Cave Sith we will. We already saw. We know that we get him. We get him a lot earlier than Sid and Vincent, so we could see possibly maybe 2 or 3 new remake versions of the characters we all love and know, and new players. I hope you're looking forward to that. And then we got, the last but not least, part 2 is in full development since I think July 20th or 21st. So they've been working on it for a little while. I know it just got started in full development, so it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be by 2 or 3 years. I just thought I'd give you guys a little run up of what we know so far about part 2. You know, I'm looking forward to it. You know, my expectations are gonna be a little bit higher this time, as part 1 blew my mind from start to finish. And you know, I want you guys to know what's up about where we're at so far in part 2, as far as what we know so far. If there's anything else I left out, please let me know down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload or go live. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Please let me know down in the comments below what you thought of part 1, and are you guys looking forward to part 2? And are you one of those people that are waiting for the whole thing to be done years down the road and you just buy a big mega collection? For me, I'm buying each part. You know, I want to continue on with this journey. I've stepped away, and just know that this project is not a one-for-one remake. It's the 5th installment in the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, which they have confirmed, Katase has confirmed in the past, that the lore from like the games and the movie and the books will be used like they did in part 1 to expand the story, expand the backstory of these characters, and the story of like Shinra, Midgard, you know, and the whole world of Gaia. So like Dirge of Cerberus, Advent Children, the books they wrote, Final Fantasy VII, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, even the original game. They're going to use the lore aspects of all those, and they're going to put those in the remake as far as helping us understand the story better, go in depth in like the characters, the story, and I can't wait to see where they go from there. Anyways, with that said, guys, stay safe, be nice to each other, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care.